Hello, I'm back and welcome to the Random Commute Show, episode number 3. I just dropped off my wife at the train station because she's going on a small adventure, which means she will be away for a couple of days for an intense class of beginner's Japanese. So that's pretty cool. Happy for her. And well, I guess I will be home alone. Doesn't mean that I will go all hookers and coke, but more like yoga and studying, which is fine because I love studying and I think studying is important. So this is what today's episode will be about: the importance of learning and the importance of lifelong learning. Why do I think that's important? Well, first of all, it's fun to always challenge yourself. At least I think it's fun to always challenge yourself to get more information, new information into your system, getting new perspectives, new ideas, which will lead ultimately to enabling you to make connections between different topics that you didn't see before, which is always fun. That's how creativity will pop up and come into place. Connecting dots with lines where before you didn't even have an idea that you could place a dot nor a line. So this is this kind of growth, personal growth, is really important to me. Most people, they study because they have to, in I don't know, in kindergarten, in school, at college, university, whatever it might be, special work certificates, and that's all good and that's all fine. Just as long as you keep on doing something new, keeping it fresh. Maybe you are in a position where you don't have to learn constantly something new in your job. This part of the lifelong learning doesn't apply to you, which is fine. No issues there. Then you just do it yourself. That's what I'm doing. I'm in a position where I mainly learn on the job new things because of regulatory changes. So I have small workshops, if new laws come in, and then I have to see how they apply to me and do the work. But I still have my hobbies, I have my interests, my passions, and I just study them. So what would that be? Well, for one point would be yoga. I love yoga, I enjoy yoga, so I'm studying yoga. Studying means for me I really deep diving into the subject, as in I do yoga, the asanas, the flows, the positions, whatever you want to call it, the different styles, just to get the physical part. I watch videos and I read a lot about it to understand the history, the general idea, what is behind it, and then you realize that it's a huge topic, and once you go into it, you will not just learn or study yoga. You have to, if you really want to go into it, have to study anatomy to understand how is the body working, where is which muscle, what is the idea of the muscle. So it's really kind of medical even then. And next is you will via the sutras get into, let's say, meditation and chanting, and you have to look into this in order to get a better picture of yoga, because it's part of it. So meditation, again, it's a huge topic in itself, as is anatomy, and it really keeps you up and keeps you going, keeps you moving, keeps you fresh in your mind. And then what else is a big topic? Well, if you deep dive even further, nutrition will become an important factor when you study yoga. So when you use, which means what to eat, how to eat, why to eat, what are the implications of it, and then bam, you make a first step into Ayurveda, which is traditional Indian medicine. So there you go. Then you have a huge topic again that you open. It's like a Pandora's box. You make one tiny step to see, oh, what's in there. I like it, and then you have there are so many possibilities. So it keeps you fresh. That's what another good part about lifelong learning. It keeps your mind fresh. It keeps you sharp. You don't start to build up rust, because your brain, and that's the important part, it's like a muscle. It's like doing it's like going to the gym. If you want to stay in shape, stay sharp, you have to train, you have to work on it. And your brain works only when you use it. So if you only sit in front of the TV and watch random stuff, you won't get much use out of your brain at all. So by studying a little bit every now and then, you can go and sharpen your brain, and even when you grow old, you will be able to use it, and even be able to remember plenty of stuff and learn more things. It's really a constant and ongoing process, and it's fun. You learn more, you see more, you get to know more about the world, and the more you get to know about the world, the better you get to know yourself, which is something I enjoy doing, I like doing. Knowing yourself is really key for everything. It's probably an episode in itself, so I stop myself there. Not trying to be too random. So lifelong learning, yes. So yoga is one of the things I'm doing, but also because I'm doing a lot of physical activities. I'm trying to really get into learning what's important about being a fitness coach, a fitness trainer. That always helps me to understand what I'm doing much better. So the general idea of learning how to teach something shows you if you actually know the topic or not. Because if you cannot explain or teach to someone else, then chances are that you actually understand what is going on and what happens and why and how. And again, it's another way of looking on something you like. And don't get me wrong, you don't have to do 500 things a week to stay sharp. It's small things, you know. Try to read one new book a month. Try to find one article in a field that you are not so familiar about, and even if it's just going on Wikipedia and hitting the random article button and reading about what's there, and just to see there's something new and interesting, and don't say, oh, it's about mathematics, I don't want to know about it. Just go ahead, read it, and see what happens. Maybe something fun happens there, because mathematics actually is quite fun. It's just sometimes hard to grasp it because it seems so intransparent for many people. but it's a cool topic. At least I like it. So, but then again, that's the nerdy part in me. So yeah, lifelong learning keeps you fresh, keeps you in the here and now, because you always have to refocus and making some time for yourself, which is also something that's important. You don't just live into the day in, day out. You have the daily routine. You get up, you do A, then you do B, then you do C, and you get home. You talk a little bit to your partner. You eat and you watch TV and you go to bed and you restart. That's okay, but you know, it can get boring, and I don't like boring. I like to I'm just curious, I guess. Curious about life. So that's why I like to call it lifelong learning, because I try to learn every day something new. It could be something tiny, something really small, but just one little bit of information that's new is to me something really good and makes part of a successful day. So let me know, do you guys enjoy lifelong learning? How do you do it? Do you watch YouTube videos, DIYs? I don't know, do you do daily Sudokus? How do you keep yourself fresh? Or do you do it at all, and why not? Just let me know, and let's talk about it. So thanks, it was fun, and until next time, see you.